Welcome back to Toolkit. Today on this really chilly, probably can't tell by the sun day, we're gonna go over the 2026 model S220. Let's get after it. John Deere S220. This is a dealer exclusive model. What makes it dealer exclusive? Well, you're gonna have this forged deck underneath here. So on this particular unit, I've got a 48-inch forged deck. I can also get it with that 42-inch XL deep deck as well. I've got an engine that's got some extra superior filtration, cyclonic filtration on the front of this. And so that is also gonna help make it a dealer exclusive. What you get with dealer exclusivity is also a bump in warranty. So as opposed to the rest of the S series lineup that you can buy at any place, this one, dealer exclusive, comes with a 3-year or 200-hour warranty, whichever comes first. Again, John Deere standing behind our product. So let's talk about a couple of things here. Right up front on an S220, you've got that integrated front bumper. Again, that familiar styling. This is very similar to last year's hood design. What is new though is the LED signature lights that I've got. This pattern up here is nice for limited visibility mowing. So I have some nice updated modern looking lights. I think they improve the aesthetic of the machine and they're gonna also improve the functionality. Talked about it a little bit, but 22 horsepower engine. This has got that cyclonic filtration, so it's gonna give you a little bit of extended life on this engine. Easy access to my battery. I've got the standard style oil change system on this machine. So I've got a standard oil filter to change, unlike some of our other S-Series mowers that are down in the category that have that easy change oil system. This one is a more conventional style. I've got my placard on the top of the hood, so I have all of my service intervals, really nice front and center and easy to access. Let's jump into this 15-inch high back seat. Again, really nice and comfortable. It is an open back seat, so I've got some nice airflow in here. Jump on in. I've got easy control right here to raise and lower my deck. It is a spring-assisted apparatus. I've got from 1 inch all the way up to 4 inches on this 48-inch XL deep deck, which is awesome. I've got easy access to the top of my spindles. They've got really, really nice maintenance points on them, so I can grease those very simply. Coming up here into the driver's compartment, nice decent steering wheel. We've got a divorced choke lever and throttle controls. I've got my park brake. I've got my mow and reverse button. I've got my ignition switch that's gonna have the light controls integrated into it. You also have an electronic PTO engagement. So I'm controlling the PTO electronically, pull the pop switch, and that will lock in the PTO and off my blades go. And then I do have a cruise control on this machine. You can see I've got nice rubber floor matting to isolate me from the bumps and vibrations that you get from the machine. We've got a nice frame underneath that is welded and is a great machine to protect you from those bumps. All right. Let's take a look at the tires. In the front, I've got some 15 by 6 by 8, so you get a little bit wider tire than what we're used to in the front. And then I've got some big meats on the back. I've got some 20 by 10 by 8s on the back of this. This is gonna give me nice protection and traction. But I understand what they're trying to do with this S220. This is a great price point machine. And so another place that they kind of cut a little bit of cost savings out of it is you're gonna see that traditional fuel gauge that's down here. So you're not gonna see it up here on the dash, you're just gonna see it down here between your legs. On the right-hand side of my machine, I do have some nice covered storage. Additionally, I have a cup holder on the side as well. This seat is adjustable about 5.5 inches forward and aft, so that's nice. So I've got some great adjustability. In the back, I've got a little tow hitch receiver area, so I can connect carts and stuff like that. I've got about 500 pounds worth of capacity. I do have a TLT 200 transaxle on the back of this. It's gonna give me about 5.5 miles of mowing and traveling speed. Underneath the seat, I've got a 2.4-gallon fuel tank. I do have a tethered cap on here. Unfortunately, like on some of our X series machines, the opening is not nearly as wide, but it is still very easy to access, and tethered cap is always a plus. I've got little springs underneath here to kind of isolate me from the bumps and bruises. They do a pretty decent job. I certainly have more comfortable machines in my lineup, but this one is no slouch. Our S200 lineup has been very, very popular. Again, you get that dealer exclusivity, that ties you to the dealership. It definitely helps with that resale value, having those nicer, longer warranties. Again, just a really, really nice machine and some nice updates for 2026. Albeit not a whole lot, they definitely do a really nice job with these LED headlights. I'm gonna say they're probably a little overdue for that, but it's nice to see them here in 2026. We're gonna continue to bring you this kind of quality content. Again, these brief walkthroughs from these machines when we see updates. I hope you enjoy this content. If you've got questions about the machine, please comment down below. Reach out to our team. We're here to answer all those questions for you. We can talk pricing, we can talk availability, all of the good things, and prepare you for a nice spring mowing season. Thanks for joining us on Papé Toolkit. Hi, my name is Jason Hughes. I'm a territory manager out of Eugene, Oregon. I'm also a large property owner and own a lot of the equipment that you see featured in these videos. I hope you find this content helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below.